Good. Hello.
Morning.
Saturday morning.
It
Or
is.
Saturday afternoon, or some people it's Sunday. Who knows?
Guess what, Sarah?
What?
Look at these numbers.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. We reached 30 million.
You had to think about it. Don't math.
I
Don't
did.
math. Don't hurt
No, it wasn't
yourself.
math. It was like I almost said 1,000. I was like, nope, that's not 1,000. That's million.
No, that's 30 million.
With almost 10 million DNA test connections.
That's pretty darn good with 894. We're almost up to 900,000 members.
That's awesome.
I want to say there were like 300,000 when I first started on WikiTree.
It's grown.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's just growing faster and faster, which is awesome.
Exponentially.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's a math term.
Word. It is a math term.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I guess I decided not to say it. My word.
I'm gonna throw something else up here too.
Oh.
Yeah, the April Connect. Look, it at 022 April 2022 Connect-a-thon event. So Friday morning at 8 a.m. I think that I will be available. Yeah, there you go. I will be available on Friday's chats, but I won't be for the rest of the weekend because I'm going to be at a conference. So
was that the one?
The East Coast Genetic Genealogy Conference.
The one where you're actually going to physically go? Is that
no, that's the one in South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
See, Sarah and I keep up with each other on Facebook. That's how we know what each other's doing. So cool. The Connect-a-thon is coming up fast and furious.
Make those connections. Less than a month now, pretty much.
Yeah. So if you haven't signed up, go over to G2G and get yourself signed up for those. I'm going to zoom ahead so I can catch up with all the latest comments.
Oh, yeah.
Greg is doing something.
He had, I don't remember.
Was it a church thing or a math thing? I think it was a math thing. Was it a math thing? It's either church or math.
Yeah. That's the only reason why Greg would be away from us.
And since Sarah's been doing math this morning, I must say it's math.
Why isn't Greg here to help me with math?
Yeah.
So let's see who's here. Since so we have John, Janine, Chris, my mom. Let's see who else. Tommy, Judy. And if there's anybody else, if you want to say hello, Brian. Pip. Oh, look, it's Pip. I have not seen Pip.
Pip! Oh my gosh, Pip. Pip, I was going to email you today just to check in because I haven't seen you on Saturdays and I've been missing you so much. I'm going to be in the upstate of South Carolina in July, Pip.
I know we usually bring up Pip at least once every
At least once, even whether he's here or not. We talk about Pip.
And especially when we're talking, there was I think it was St. Patrick's Day one maybe, or I don't know, or the Irish one we were talking about. I don't know. We bring him up somehow.
My son and I saw a guy who looked like he was going to go and toss a tabor. He was walking up one of our main streets in a bright purple kilt and short sleeve shirt. He had on the socks and everything. It was cold that day, but I thought of Pip, and I was thinking, man, I bet Pip doesn't fill out his kilt quite as well as this gentleman does. I mean, literally, this guy was looking for a telephone pole to toss. He was. Poof. Have you ever tossed a tabor, Pip?
I thought you were going to say if you ever tossed a telephone pole.
Well, I said telephone pole so people would know what a tabor kind of looks like.
I guess we'll wait for him to answer.
Yep.
Yeah, we usually when kilts get brought up, usually Pip also gets brought up. That's right, Judy.
Pip sexy kilt pictures always make things fun too.
No, he has not done a caber toss.
See, no, he's not going to tabor toss. Caber. See, I'm not even pronouncing it correctly. See, Norman fixed me. Not
Thanks,
Tabor,
Norman.
but Tabor. Hey, I'm Irish. Sorry.
Yeah. She doesn't know about those things.
Morning, Melody.
Melody.
I can pronounce Memphis.
Memphis.
Oh, Pip is wearing Patterson blue this morning.
Oh.
Ooh.
My mom just said I started watching Outlander.
Read the books so you get all the nuances.
Jelaine, hello,
hey, Jelaine. Jelaine, I'm purposefully skipping one of the answers to the week this week just for you because it's not correct. It was somebody said their favorite female ancestor was somebody that has an indigenous person who has been disproven as they didn't exist. So I'm skipping that one, Jelaine.
So our question of the week, why don't we just go ahead and...
But he says, what about Highlander?
Highlander? Oh, he's at... Oh, I guess it's another show. We've got lots of shows.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Outlander is what...
Outlander and Highlander and...
Yeah. You're welcome, Jelaine. The question of the week. I guess I should share my screen or something. Do something right.
I heard we have an exciting featured thing for the question of the week too.
We only for you. Question of the week. Who is one of your favorite female ancestors? Do you guys have a female ancestor that's your favorite?
So we're not showing your screen yet. There we go.
Sorry. Thank you very much for doing that for me, Sarah. Make sure you go through. Here's the question of the week if you missed it. There we go. Go through and make sure you upvote these as you go. And we've got some cool pictures popping up too. Did Lillian Rosie by any chance? Meaning, did she rivet planes or put planes together? And that's a good question. She says, I don't know exactly what job function she had at Grumman. My dad said she built planes. I suppose a General Rosie the Riveter represented any woman performing a traditional male manufacturing role in the country's defense back then. So I actually went. I've got her profile to pull up. Nice profile. Now, either her husband was incredibly tall or she was incredibly short. I'm going to say he was tall because look at how tall he is on that picture frame right there.
Yeah.
Lots of siblings and lots of great DNA stuff over there on the left. But check out the picture. Love it. This is me all winter long. I want to wear shorts, so I roll up my pants. Isn't that funny? I don't do that outside normally, but in the house. Great pictures. And then she's got the obituary set off. Is this a part of our regular styles and standards, Sarah? This being I
think it's something people do. I don't think it's one of the like standard ones,
but it's not a standard one, but
it's advanced.
It's an advanced thing. So she's got a cool biography set off, and then she's got some of the people, the children, kind of, and has a little write up for them on each profile, and some sources down there. And here's that cool picture of her son or her husband. Not really sure about that. Anyway, so cool. Love the picture with the rolled up pants. Let's go back. Let's see. Barring my mother and grandmother, I would say my great grandmother, Elizabeth Catherine Smith, was a strong woman. 14 children. Woo! And very proud of what little she had. Now, did we go to her? Yes. Check out this picture.
Look at that hat.
There you go. That looks like a very, very proud Middlesex woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the way that they've put the pictures here in the middle. Since the pictures over on the right-hand side used to be small, like more like thumbnail size. And since they've made them bigger, I don't put them in the middle anymore. I just say you can see them to right. But I do like seeing them in the middle. Mm-hmm. So later years and death. Lots of nice stuff on this profile.
Mm-hmm. Very well done. Very well done profile.
Look at this picture.
Ooh, look at
grand.
Is that her hair? Is that her hair? Little looped on her?
Yeah. You would think she was a movie star. But if this is really a heartwarming story. The ancestor that I've always loved dearly is my maternal grandmother's younger sister, my great aunt, Nora Long. She was beautiful both inside and outside. In 1966, she quit her job in California, cooking at a monastery to care for my terminally ill mother, her sister. She lived in my room in Oklahoma City for several months, so I would not have to drop out of college. Alexis Nelson. Wow. How cool is that? So this is a 29 fit picture. What a great ancestor to lift up today. Nice. That is a great story, Alexis. I'm going to cry. Are you crying, Sarah?
No, I'm not crying.
What is going on here?
Uh-oh.
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 I would have to say my mother, Sarah Cleaver Gamilero. Why did I not know that you have cleavers in your family? As in Beaver Cleaver?
Yep.
Do you even know who I'm talking about, Sarah?
No.
The TV show Leave It to Beaver. The family name was Cleaver.
I didn't know that.
Joanna Collis. Okay, so here we go. I had to pull up that profile. Check out
the wedding photo. Yeah.
Except it's just the thumbnail. I can't actually go to because it's privacy protected.
Yeah.
Because she is recently dead, 1980s. That's 30, 40 years ago. Come on, let's open up that profile, people.
Okay.
William Strunk Cleaver. I love the Cleaver family. Got Joanna's DNA and Sarah's DNA over on the right. Not much of a biography written up, but look at that beautiful wedding dress. All right. So going on. Now, hands down, my favorite is Christina Brown McNichol. I have not yet written her profile, but you can get a whiff of that in her husband, William McNichol. Christina, more than anyone else who established the family. She was born in Scotland, totally uneducated. Her husband came to the U.S. in 1858. Christina and the children and her sister Janet followed in 1859. She learned to read and write, helping her children with their homework. That's cool. Her husband died in 1873, digging a basement for the house in their homestead in Kansas. The following year was the great grasshopper plague in Kansas, and on and on. Wow. So there's a book, Joanna Stratton, Pioneer Woman, Voices from Kansas Frontier. This book does not mention Christina by name, but it tells something like her story. So that's pretty cool. This is a great picture. This is the oldest picture that Trevor has of a female in his family. Sarah Mariah Maxey, my fifth great grandmother, born 1822, died 1894. I don't know very much about her life. I found her in census records, but I found a copy of her obituary and a very, very short paper trail, but a photo, and it's the oldest female. It's incredible to see the face of someone I've never met. Yeah, and I love family resemblances. You can look at somebody and actually, if I look at my niece, I see my brother in her face, that kind of thing. So, Joyce never existed. We're gonna skip that one. Blah blah blah. Tommy Buck, Mary Polly Hornberger. Did I put her up? Let me see. Mary Polly Hornberger Kemper. Not a lot of stuff on the profile, but still a nice nod to her from Tommy Buck. She gave birth to a son, Elias, as an unwed single parent in 1845. So for nearly 40 years, she had been the focus of me and my cousin's research to find out who the father was. If a DNA test had been available in 1845, the expected father would not have been able to deny that he was the father. That's an interesting commentary. So have you used genetic genealogy to try and track that down, Tommy? Have you found people in your family tree, you don't know who they are, and you're like, maybe that's them? Here, let's see. Great picture. Intrigued by my second great grandmother, Charity Hovey Booth. She's one of Mark Weinheimer's brick walls. Another great picture. We love having pictures. And I am so sorry, Brian, again, not able to show your wonderful answer this week. And it was very cute. You can head over to it, turn your volume up really high because the volume is not up loud enough to play it. It's a very, very cute, wonderful answer to the question of the week from Brian Nash. Let's see. Not a direct answer, but first cousin several times removed, Elizabeth Griscom, a.k.a. Betsy Ross, from John Griscom. Born into a family of early Connecticut residents, Deborah Lathrop Avery Gardner Putnam wasn't Anne's ancestors, but she's found her especially interesting since she discovered her. So even if you don't have a favorite ancestor, you can find one in a different family and claim her. Sounds like fun, Anne. Doug Laidlow, love them all, but I'm married to somebody else. This list now have been replaced. I'm unable to say who is my closest on the list. My favorite female was Joan of Arc. All right, cool. Naomi Warren, it's hard to pick just one. As I research these women, I tend to love them all. Lately, I'm enamored with my great-great-grandmother, Mary Gonnet Krawiec, who immigrated here with her family at 11 years old from Galicia, Polish Austria, and established a branch of my paternal line about an hour away from where I live now. I could only imagine how frightening and exciting it must have been to pack up and sail off to a whole new place as a preteen, an 11-year-old. Pretty cool. Lots more great answers all throughout here. If you want to go through, make sure you click them off and check them off. I'm going to end this today with Bob Allen's One Tough Lady, Jane Jean Turk Allen, fourth grandmother, wife of Robert David Allen Jr., a Revolutionary War soldier and farmer from Augusta County, Virginia. She bore 11 children. In the late 1790s, she migrated with her entire family to Kentucky wilderness and homesteaded in Cumberland County, Kentucky. In an era of extreme hardship, she held her family together and pioneered the westward American expansion. Jane never married and lived to the ripe age of 97. Her grave is in Allens Creek, Cumberland County. Lots more great answers. Go out and check the question of the week. And I'm going to hand it over to Sarah.
Yes, because Greg is not here, I had to do the profiles this week. And they're I think the profiles are pretty exciting this week. Because
Yes.
if you're not aware, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. But they just found a few weeks ago Ernest Shackleton's boat from 1915 in Antarctica. So he is featured along with some other polar explorers. Hold on.
You gonna share your screen there, Sarah?
Yep, yes, there you go. I'm working on it.
Thought I was going to get to give you back your gift to me.
So, which polar explorer are you most closely connected to? Because of Ernest Shackleton's ship, the Endurance was found. So I actually have a little clip of the ship, the video that they took to show real briefly, which I think is really cool. So Ernest Shackleton, the boss, for 1874 in Ireland, and he died in January 5th, 1922, when his I thought he had died on the boat, but I guess not.
Didn't he like march out or didn't he and a couple other people leave and then come back and
not sure, but he has a very well done, but I don't know a lot about him, but so he has a whole bunch of books that probably be Shackleton's book South that he wrote in 1919. Oh, okay, so let me show you guys the little snippet of the Endurance, of the ship they found. It's crazy, it's been over 100 years since this ship went missing.
And it's beautiful. Well, it's not beautiful, but it's like it's from the day it got caught in the ice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they explain why it still looks that way, because there's no parasites in that sea.
No, but no urchins are eating it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty darn cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sarah.
Yes.
I just got a note from Greg just now saying, "Oh, remember I won't be at the live cast this morning. I'm at an Ontario math. He's mathing.
Math. It was
Knew
math.
it was
I guess
math.
right. Math. So there we go. So that's our featured profile. Look at him as a kid with that's cute. Okay.
Your mama
Next.
says no, Shackleton saved his crew. I thought that he left and came back and got them. Yeah.
So next we have, also just to forewarn everybody, some of these names are going to be really hard to pronounce. So, Roald Amundsen, born in 1872, I believe in Norway, if I'm guessing that correctly. Norwegian, yes, look, it's right there, little sticker, thank you. And died in 1928 in the Barents Sea. He was a Norwegian explorer. He led the Antarctic expedition of 1910 to 1912, which was the first expedition to reach the South Pole, 1911. In 1926, him and 15 other men in the airship Norge became the first explorers verified to have reached the North Pole. He was the first person to go to the North and the South Pole. That's pretty cool. What an achievement. He never married, though he did adopt a Siberian child, Kakonita Amundsen. Amundsen? Oh, and they didn't really say. I guess he got lost at sea, I'm assuming, since he died in the
I think
Barents
you're doing
Sea.
a great job because I'm not laughing at you, so you're doing great.
Well, thank you. Next, we have Titus Johansson Bering, or Ivan Ivanovich Bering, 1681 from Denmark, and died in 1741 in Russia. Let's see. He was a Danish cartographer and explorer in Russian service and officer in the Russian Navy. And this was all taken from Wikipedia. Let's see. He was his work in the later stages of the Great Norwegian War was dominated by littering duties. So if you want to read this, maybe somebody can work on his profile, get the quoted stuff from Wikipedia away. Let's see. Next, Admiral Richard Evelyn Byrd II, born in Virginia in 1888, died in Massachusetts in 1957. Apparently he's a descendant of Pocahontas. He has the Medal of Honor, the Legion of Merit, the Navy Cross, Navy Distinguished Service Medal, and the Distinguished Flying Cross. So he attended the University of Virginia, later entered the U.S. Naval Academy. A gymnastics injury forced him to retire from the Navy, but World War I opened a door for him to re-enter into the Navy's aviation branch. Him and his co-pilot an expedition to Greenland. And in 1926, they led another expedition to the North Pole, which was riddled with issues. And then President Calvin Coolidge is awarded both men with the Medal of Honor. And if you guys don't know, the Medal of Honor is a pretty high award for somebody to get.
It is a big deal.
So, and apparently he died in his sleep on March 11, 1957. So, then we have, oh no, it's in French.
Where's Greg when we need him?
John Baptiste Charcot, if I said that right, born in 1867 in France and died in 1936 at sea, and whatever this says. Not even going to try. Let's see if there's any. Oh, look, there's an English part. Let's see. He was the French rugby union champion in 1896, and he was also a double silver medalist in the sailing at the 1900 Summer Olympics. Between August 22nd, 1903 and March 4th, 1905, he led the first French Antarctic expedition, which wintered on Wendell Island, and his missions is a scientific success. He also participated in World War I and was rewarded with the British and French Croix de Guerre and another citation for his war services. He continued exploration missions after the war and did so until his death. He died at sea and his body was found and buried in Paris. Next we have Henry Larsen, also
Good
born in
job
Norway.
not going for that middle name.
No, as Bjorn. Asbjorn.
Asbjorn?
Oh no, this profile does not have a profile manager.
Oh no.
So he was born in 1899 in Norway and died in 1964 in Canada. When he was married to his wife, his occupation was listed as Sergeant Royal Canadian Mounted Police. On his death certificate, his occupation was listed as Superintendent Retired. And then there's a little bit of probably the same biography in Norwegian. So I'm assuming it's Norwegian. So this profile needs a little bit of love and a profile manager. If anybody wants to claim that. Now we have Nils Adolf Erik Nordenskjöld.
Skjöld.
Born
How
in
far are you people from these people? Chris is the only one that's answered.
Yes.
You're closest to Byrd, by the way, Sarah.
Oh yeah? That's cool. So born in 1832 in Suomi. Helsinki. I don't know. I like that name. And then died in 1901 in Sweden, maybe? I don't know what the translation of that is. So he was an Arctic explorer, most famous for leading the expedition that made the first complete journey through the Northeast Passage. He was born to Finland Swedish aristocrats, Nils Gustaf and Margareta Sofia. He studied geology and mineralogy at the University of Helsinki and received his doctorate in 1855. So should he have a doctor here, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Is it a PhD or an MD?
And then from 1858 and on, Adolf participated in or led 10 Arctic expeditions, culminating in the crossing of the Northeast Passage. And he died from a heart failure. Okay, and then we have Captain Lawrence Edward Grace Oates, or Titus Soldier, 2 different nicknames. Born in 1880 in England and died in 1912 in Antarctica. I guess on an expedition. I guess we will find out. Let's see. Trying to
check out his death.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Well, apparently he was. Oates spent his 21st birthday in Aberdeen recovering from his wound. Well, hold on, let me go up a little bit. So apparently he was ambushed and they found cover in a riverbed and he was shot. Shattering
Who ambushed him in Antarctica?
Yeah, I don't know if this is, but this is what's here. Shattered his left femur. And then he spent his 21st. Well, I don't think he died that young, did he?
No.
No, he did not. So then his bullet was removed and the bone set. So story of that. And then 12 years later, however, he was one of 5 who set out with Captain Rob. He did still die pretty young at 30-something on an expedition to reach the South Pole. They arrived at their destination on January 16th, 1912, only to find out that the Norwegian Roald Amundsen had been there before him. So one we saw.
I saw some blip about that this week, like on TV. Yeah.
On the return journey, Oates' old war wounds, so the one we said about before, caused him increasing problems until he was unable to pull his sleigh. Realizing he would drag on the group, March 17th, his birthday, he stumbled out of the tent, never to be seen again. As it happened, his sacrifice made little difference, for his companions were in such a weakened state too, they eventually succumbed to the appalling conditions.
Aww.
Yeah. So his old war wound gave him issues, and yeah, that's sad though. He was trying to sacrifice himself for the better of the group, but did not help. So next we have John Rymill from Australia, born in 1905 and died in 1968. I don't know if he has siblings, spouse, or children, but none are listed. He was educated at the Melbourne Church of England Grammar School and later the Royal Geographical Society in London, where he studied surveying and navigation. He also took flying lessons and courses at the Scott Polar Research Institute in Cambridge. These were to prepare himself for his adventurous life as an aviator and explorer in Canada, Greenland, and most famously the Antarctic. He served in the Royal Australian Naval Volunteer Reserve in World War II as a sub-lieutenant. And he died in Adelaide, South Australia in 1968 in the result of a car accident he had a few months earlier. Here we have 2 more. Robert Falcon Scott of the Antarctic, he was called.
Great Scott!
Born in 1868 in England and died in 1912 in Antarctica. So also seems to have died on an expedition. He was English Royal Navy officer and explorer who led 2 expeditions to the Antarctic regions, the Discovery Expedition and the ill-fated Terra Nova Expedition. So the second one, he led a party of 5 which reached the South Pole on January 17th, 1912. The same thing, to find out if Roald had been there. And I guess he was on the same one as the one before, because it seems to be similar. On their journey, Scott's party discovered plant fossils, proving Antarctica was once forested and joined to other continents.
Which is really important to find out.
Yeah.
The tectonic shift.
Yeah. At a distance of 150 miles from their base camp and 11 miles from the next depot, Scott and his companions died from a combination of exhaustion, starvation, extreme cold. So apparently he became celebrated British hero status reflected by the many permanent memorials erected across the nation. And our last one, Maurits Snellen, born in 1840 in the Netherlands and died in 1907, also in the Netherlands. Kind of a short...
It would be cool if he was the one who beat everybody else to the poles, if he was the last one.
Mm-hmm. So apparently he was I don't know if that's the HBS teacher in Delft. He worked for the Meteorological Institute in Utrecht as an assistant director. In the capacity, became the leader of the first 3 Dutch Arctic expeditions in 1882 to 1883. not much on his biography. So if anybody also wants to expand on him a little bit. And that's all of our Arctic explorers.
Pretty cool, interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. And pretty cool the fact that it also was sparked by the finding of a ship from 100 years ago, which is pretty awesome. Okay, now
your mom
did anybody
says,
else say
wait,
they were close?
Your mom says, Sarah, we're close to Snellen.
I think she's asking, are we close to Snellen?
Oh, let me look. Where did it go? I lost your profile. Sorry. I'll let you know in a minute, Joanne.
Okay. I guess it's time for photos. Let's see. Hold on, I lost my page. Let me go back. I wasn't ready, didn't have these open. So I have
30 degrees to Snellen through your dad.
Yeah, usually through my dad.
You're closer through Byrd.
Okay, let's see. Oh, before we open, I want to look at this one first. Looking at cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossoms. Oh, look at that. That's a cute one. The theme is spring, so it fits. Okay. Theme of spring. So let's look at all these spring themed photos. So we have the Nelson family on Easter Sunday. Thanks to Alexis Nelson. She always gives us good photos.
Truly. I miss Betsy Coe's photos. I wish
Betsy would me too.
She get rid of her Saturday gig and come back with her photos.
Mm-hmm. So we have Ruth at Essendon. A photo was taken in 1952 in England.
Pussy Willows.
Pussy Willow Bouquet. In Canada, 1954. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
You've never seen Pussy Willows before?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
They're not just in Canada. I think they're south.
Maybe it's not. Maybe they don't do well in the heat. But look, we saw this one.
Yeah.
They opened it. Well, that's a pretty photo. I love mountains. Though I don't live near any mountains.
That's a nice photo. Who did that? John Thompson.
Look at this.
It's a horsey bunny.
Oh, I feel like it's more of a pony.
Yeah, it's definitely a pony.
Look at them. That poor pony's probably like, why all three?
Yeah, but all three of those little fellas wouldn't add up to a full-grown human.
Yeah, I know. But if this should be featured on the homepage.
Okay, you think that's the photo of the week? Let's see what gets chosen.
I would choose this one just because it has a pony in it.
Well, unless there's another one better.
Unless there's another photo that'll top this one, but I don't know. That one's pretty good.
Oh, a storm.
Let's look at storm in April. The title says 2011, but the photo says 2010, so I'm not sure quite what to believe. Janine, let us know. Was the camera an year too early, maybe? Oh, look how cute. They're finding eggs. The pony still wins, though. I'm sorry.
I have one like that of my mom, Pip.
Finding eggs?
No, the pony, the people on the pony.
Oh.
Remember, we're a little bit laggy on some of the comments.
Oh. I can't. This is a cute one. Looks like another Easter Sunday kind of thing. I've been starting to learn, so I got back into Duolingo, if you guys are familiar. So
yeah,
I'm obviously doing Spanish, but also I've been kind of doing German. So I don't know what this word means. I know this is and. That's and. Working on my German. I like this one. Look at all the flowers and the onions. Valerian. I thought that looked familiar.
Spring.
Mm-hmm. I started a garden.
Fürjar means spring.
That makes sense that it means that it's spring.
Spring 1944.
Mm-hmm. I guess I haven't gotten that far with my Duolingo yet. Let's get into the seasons. Eastern Minnesota. Wow. You think it would be not snowing
at
Easter time in Minnesota?
Nearly all of the snow has melted from our yard.
Nearly it has all melted?
Nearly all.
Nearly. Yeah, all the snow has melted here too.
Yeah, I bet. Down in Tallahassee.
Surveying spring narcissus.
Smell the daffodils.
Narcissus.
Narcissus flowers.
How pretty.
And how adorable she is.
I know. Pony still wins, so.
It's got a Janine Eiselman photo too.
Is it?
Scroll up just here.
Wait, which one?
No, Lloyd Wright. It was Lloyd Wright.
Oh. Okay. Family at Brianna's preschool graduation. Oh, that's cute.
The Netherlands.
This?
Yes. Well, I'm assuming it is.
It says Oregon.
Oh, it says Oregon. Oh, that's cool. I was looking at pictures yesterday of the tulip fields in the Netherlands, and they are crazy cool.
I would love to see.
We have a big tulip festival here every year because the people of the Netherlands sent us tulips after World War II. Oh, look, it's colorized.
Is it? I guess so, yeah. That is all the photos, guys.
Oh, that's not good.
I know. Let's look at the let's look at the G2G post. See if there's any stories or more photos.
I love having Pip around. Ooh, look at those tulips.
Oh, look, this is one we didn't see. Spring cleaning. They're beating their rug with what are those things called? Does anybody know what those
brooms?
No, the thing he's holding to beat the rug.
Well, she's got a broom in her hand.
Yes, he has a broom, yes. But he has the
stick.
Thank you, Mags. Thank you. It's it almost looks like fan shaped almost, and it's, has holes in it. Maybe somebody will know what it is.
No,
and not
Joe says it's a rug beater.
Well, that's what I'm calling it, but there has to be a better name.
We love you, Mom.
So in the spring of 1954, we took a drive into rural Quebec looking for roadside pussy willows. The branches of the willows have silvery velvet-like catkins which appear before the leaves develop. My mother, Evelyn Miller, wanted a centerpiece for the dining room table. My father, John Miller, wanted to drive in the country. It was all a big adventure to little me. There were pictures of Dad took of Mom and me rummaging in the thicket of willows. This is my favorite of my mother's beaming face when she got her bouquet.
Nice.
A nice story to go along with the photo. 1950 Easter photo.
Pip says that he remembers his grandparents beating the rugs in the spring, but he tried not to be around when that activity was happening.
I still don't know what they're called. So
your mom says it's either a carpet beater or a rug beater. You guys are thinking on the same wavelength this morning.
Thank you. I mean, she is my mom for a reason. So.
Yeah, really.
So spring is here, overcast, not too promising. I have to go back to the 9th of March when spring was here in the air, and Kathy and I are on the Dyke Road, which doubles as the Trans-Canada Trail.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite one. My grandfather Harold and his brothers Gerald and Bernard on the back of a horse in spring of 1962. Someone was walking down their street asking if anyone wanted to have their picture taken with the horse. Why don't people do that now? I want to take a picture with the pony. Okay, this is what Janine says. The photo was taken April of 2011. The image says 2010, but the digital camera was off a year. It was taken at my mother's house in Quebec White Country, Tennessee. She had a doctor's appointment that morning. I saw a storm coming in, so I was hesitant. About going, so I was looking out of the sliding glass door when I saw a tree fall and a second tree fall, and I was relieved that we were safe. Easter egg hunt. Also says it was probably taken Easter of 1944. It was very warm that day.
Well, that's one we didn't
Like
see.
how this sentence is half in German and half in English.
Yeah, I was reading that. The time with my mother.
Yeah, meine Mutter.
What is
This
that?
is
That's
me.
Queen Anne's lace.
Huh?
Queen Anne's lace, isn't it?
Oh.
That she's picking?
No, it's Valerian.
Oh. See, I don't know anything about flowers.
It also says it here, but it helps.
Wait. She's holding valerian root. She's looking at Queen Anne's lace.
It says winter-grown turnips and blooming valerian. At least that's what the caption says.
I don't know anything.
I don't know either. Okay. So this is spring in northern Minnesota. Picture was taken on Easter. This is me digging a trench in the road ditch. My uncle claimed the snow was 8 feet deep there, and I didn't believe him. So I dug a trench to the bottom, and it was only 6 feet. Then he claimed I wasn't
wrong.
Then he claimed I wasn't at the deepest part. I should have been digging a few feet away.
Of course not.
So that's 6 feet of snow. Goodness gracious.
No.
Oh, look. What kind of flower is this?
That looks like a daffodil.
Is it a daffodil? I don't know. Let's look. What a daffodil. I think it has less petals. Maybe. That's not a daffodil.
It's not a daffodil.
But there is a bee in there.
Is it a crocus? It could be a crocus.
Oh, I missed. Nope, that's not the
plant looking upper. Oh, those are purple. Okay.
It could have a different color.
Those are the first ones that are up in my yard, is the purple crocus. I want to let you know that your mother Googled carpet beater, and carpet beater is a house cleaning tool used to beat carpets in order to shake dust and dirt out of them. It was a common use until the vacuum cleaner became widely available or affordable.
Well, I thought it would have a more technical name than...
Jelaine agrees with me.
A crocus? It could be a white crocus. So... Among the heartbringers of spring in Western Oregon are the daffodils and their relatives that are starting to bloom here. The one caption said they were something else, but I guess they are daffodils.
Narcissus.
Yeah. Start blooming in late February or early March. My older sister is examining the narcissus flowers blooming along the back of their home. Narcissus.
If you people...
Well, it's the same. Narcissus and daffodil are the same.
If you are curious about where we get all the information for our Saturday update of what's been going on in the tree this week, check out the homepage, just wikitree.com, and you will see that we are going through some of the information that we have up, like Profile of the Week And the WikiTree challenge. We've got a WikiTree challenge coming up. Challenge 7 is Elizabeth Grayson from Highlander. Somebody was mentioning Highlander earlier. So Elizabeth Grayson, let's see. Former Miss America, actress known for her roles in Highlander, Coherence, and many other TV series and movies. To register, simply post an answer below, not a comment. This week will officially start on, and of course I don't get to see that, but anyway, so that's what the next week is. So you can check that out. And let's see, the member of the week was Ken Spratlin, and last week's was Deborah Downs. So you can always go and check it out and see. See, they haven't uploaded this. They haven't updated this in a while.
No, they have not.
So we need to let them know that the horsey bunny pony pony needs to be posted with the 3 boys riding on it.
I agree. The horsey bunny pony.
I'm always surprised. Do you ever check the top 25 names that people have been working on? I'm always surprised when Smith is not the first one.
I guess some people just need a break from Smith sometimes.
Really, break the Smiths. So Neeland is the biggest one.
And Sabin?
Sabin. So Brown and Smith and Johnson, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Eck.
I wonder what country that last name is from.
Let's check it out. Eck genealogy.
Germany.
Baden-Württemberg, Germany.
That makes sense. Okay.
Triffital.
A lot of Pennsylvania too. I wonder if I'm related to any of the X.
That makes sense. Berks, Pennsylvania.
Hey, that's where my family's from.
Uh-oh. You might want to check out the Eck family.
The Eck.
Who else is there? Taylor, Mitchell, Salmon, Russells, O'Neill. Guess where the O'Neills are from? Thompson, Wilson, Ireland, Pooler, Baker, Jacobs, Robinson, Kroll, Dunn, Williams, Adams, and Allen. Who's been working on my Allens? Ebenezer Allen.
Their Mags is Allens. Only Mags.
Only I have Allens. No, none of my Allens. This might be my Allens. My Allens are from... That's funny. Okay, formerly Allen. That's interesting that they have Abigail Adrian, formerly Allen. So they have this lady whose surname was Adrian or Allen. They have her in the Adrian name study. I don't normally do that. Do you put
no, I don't. Yeah, I don't put the if they're married in.
No, but that's interesting that here we go. So we see that this woman is a part of the Adrian name study. So if we go down here to the categories, we're going to see that she is in the Adrian name study, but her surname is Allen. So that might be something to think about when you're doing WikiTree work. So, and here we go. Back to the, my Allens were in Lawrence, South Carolina, Pip, and Virginia. They could have been in Mecklenburg, yeah. Back to Robert Scott was the leader of the expedition to the pole with Oates. That from John Tyner. And your mom.
Great Scott.
So supportive.
So I guess should we look to see if there were any more photos on the...
Photos for what? Where?
You took over the stream for a little bit.
Sorry, here I can go away. There, you're back. Well, I put you back and you put yourself off. There you go.
Well, trying to put myself. I wasn't sure if there was anything else.
You just saw Sarah and I have a fight.
That was the fight. That was the extent of it. That was it. I guess there wasn't anything else. Oh, they also have hot air balloon rides and steam tractors. That looks like fun.
Clackamas?
I'm actually going to Oregon in 2 weeks. Going to Portland.
Clackamas. Are you riding or flying?
Flying. It's a work trip.
Oh, really?
Yes. because we have a facility. Yeah, we have a facility in Portland, and I'm going there to train and learn. So,
there's some stuff going on. There's a great little mini kind of thrown together. Here, let me share my screen again. History for Ukraine. If you want to go and watch what's going on here, there's a kind of quickly put together wonderful History for Ukraine. Sorry about that. Little marathon going on, and really kind of cool people are showing up, like the Princess Diana's uncle is shown up and he's speaking. So it's History for Ukraine event, and their people have donated talks and other stuff, and Natalie Pithers is the one who did it. So it's all the money raised is going to support the British Red Cross work in Ukraine, so you can check that out. Since we're doing stuff, let's see.
Well, Janine just made a very important announcement that I think everybody's really excited about.
Oh, really?
The 1950 census.
It is coming out.
So basically next live stream, maybe we can, I don't know, we can talk about the 1950 census.
That is fun. So there's another conference coming out soon, the East Coast Genetic Genealogy Conference, April 23rd, 24th. It's all virtual. You can come and watch that. I'm speaking as well.
Look, there's your name, Max.
There it is, right there. So yeah, check out some of the stuff that's online and available. There's another conference in San Diego that's a live and in-person one, the IgG4. Don't know what else, but there's lots of stuff going on. It's that time of year.
Yes, indeed. It is spring.
It is spring. Spring is sprung. In April the 1st, we will all be watching. Are you going to actually go on and look for stuff in the 1950 census on April the 1st?
I think like the first few days we're going to have to actually
stay away and let the really crazy people go. Like Pip said, he always stayed away from his parents or his family when they were beating the rugs. That's kind of like that with me. I'm not going to go and hang out while they're doing the first day of the census 1950. Do you think that Family Search website will be just shut down from all the people going? Or
I know they have to be. If they're not preparing for it, they're silly.
Oh no, I'm sure they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they are.
They're probably going to crash at least once or twice.
You think? You don't think they have enough bandwidth?
I know they're having like an event where like the first 4 or 5 days people are going to be like transcribing, pretty much
indexing. Yeah,
indexing. There we go. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah. So
bye, Joe.
I'm going to wait till after it's all indexed, and then I'm going to search.
Well, and Janine says that there's a project to help index the 1950 census on WikiTree.
Let's look for that.
Yes, Sarah is looking for that.
Okay, 1950 census.
I'm playing elevator music for you while she's doing that.
Okay, let's share my screen. Okay, so is it this one?
Oh, there we go.
Is it this one? People have made a few posts about it. Let's see. Oh, look. Well, there's anyone interested. Oh, look here. I found it. Thank you.
Oh, what a cool graphic.
It looks like it reminds me of the Jetsons.
Yeah.
The WikiTree 1950 Census Indexers Group.
Nice.
Oh, and you can put what area you're going to be focusing on. So if you're interested, come here and see.
Can you post that in the comments, and I'll post it on the Here we go. There's the link for that. Thank you for letting us know.
Yes.
Janine.
I'm sure there's a whole bunch of, you can do it on, does it say they're doing it on Family Search or, hold on, let me see. Huh, I guess indexing on Family Search and representing WikiTree at the same time.
There you go.
Because it says Family Search there, so.
So it's a team of WikiTreeers who are actually indexing the census on Family Search. I would love to hear more about that, Janine.
Well, and Judy signed up, who's on the chat. Yeah, Janine.
Thank you, John Tyner. And I just want to say that your mom said, I do know my flowers before she left.
I saw that.
Yeah. And John says a narcissus is a daffodil.
Ah. Yeah. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day.
We are not
indexing. You are not indexing? Then what?
We are validating the 1950 census. There's some confusion, she says, about the 1950 project. They're not indexing, they are validating.
Huh. Okay.
Thank you very much for clearing that up. We look forward to hearing more about it. Hey,
Thank
Sarah.
You. Yes?
I've got the music if you've got the button.
Okay. I guess we'll see you all next time.
We will see you next time.